everyone! Magandang araw po sa kanilang lahat. Ang itatackle po natin sa video tutorial na ito ay tungkol sa mathematics, multiplication of fractions. Pero bago natin simulan ang ating video, pakihit po ang subscribe at saka notification bell button sa YouTube channel ko. Just type Alan Madino sa YouTube and then subscribe to my channel para po sa iba pang mga videos soon. Thank you po! Pero bago natin simulan ang ating tutorial, ay nais ko munang magpasalamat sa Department of Education, especially sa Division of Lanao del Norte, sa Schools Division Superintendent CESO 5, Sir Edelberto L. Oplinaria, kasi po sa kanila nagmula ang ating module na ito. Especially to the development team of the module, the writer, Sir Danny P. Padan, from the illustrator, proofreader, management team, thank you so much po. Now, in this module, we will be going to tackle different things. But before that, we will going to have the lesson 1, or the multiplying with simple fractions. So in this module, you are expected to multiply simple fractions and reduce simple fractions in simplest form. So, dalawa ang ating matututunan ngayon kung makikinig kayo. Ang una ay makakapag-multiply ka ng simple fraction, so makakapag-times ka. At ang pangalawa ay makakapag-reduce ka ng simple fractions into simplest forms. Simulan na natin. Tara! Pero bago natin simulan ang ating talakayan, meron muna kayong dapat sagutan. Direction, you have to read the following and write your answers on a separate sheet of paper. Number 1, which of the following model best represents 1/2 times 1/3 equals n? Which of the following model best represents 1/2 times 1/3 equals n. So, meron pong 4 na choices. Number 2, which of the following model best represents 1/5 times 2/3 equals n? Which of the following model best represents 1/5 times 2/3 equals n? Again, meron ding 4 na choices. Number 3, which of the following model best represents 3/5 times 1/4 equals n? Which of the following model best represents 3/5 times 1/4 equals n? Again, we have 4 choices. Number 4, what is 2/5 times 3/7? A, 6/35. B, 5/12. C, 1/2. D, 14/15. Number 5, what is 1/2 of 1/4? A, 1/8. B, 1/6. C, 1/4. D, 2/6. Number 6, find the product of 3/7 and 2/6. Then simplify. A, 1/7. B, 6/28. C, 5/14. D, 16/42. Number 7, find the product of 4/9 and 3/5, then simplify. A, 1/2. B, 12/45. C, 4/15. D, 7/15. Number 8, find the product of 4/6 and 10/15, then simplify. A, 3/7. B, 4/9. C, 7/15. D, 2/3. Number 9, Sian wants to cut 3/8 of a 1/2 meter cloth for his card designs. What is 3/8 of 1/2? Number 10. Muhaimin has 3/4 kilograms of flour. He will use 1/3 of it for his artwork project. How many kilograms of flour will he use? Simplify your answer. Now, let's do some warm-up. Help the fish find its way of the maze by multiplying the given numbers inside the bubble to unblock the way. Write your answers in your activity notebook. So, hindi makaka-escape si fish kung hindi natin masasagutan ang every bubble na may multiplication na kailangan nating sagutan. 2 times 5. 7 times 3. 8 times 6. 9 times 4, 10 times 1, 12 times 20, and finally, 4 times 50. Did you? Now, I'll be going to read a problem. Teresa has a 3/4 meter of a rectangular cloth. She plans to soak 2/3 of it in a dye as a design. What part of the rectangular cloth will be dyed? These are the guide questions. A. What is asked in the problem? B. What are the given facts? C. What is the operation to be used? D. What is the mathematical sentence? E. What is the solution? F. What is the answer? Hala, tara, simulan na natin ang ating pagkatuto. Now, based on the situation na binasa kanina, si Teresa ay may 3/4 meter na rectangular cloth. Now, tingnan natin kung ano ba kalaki ang 3/4. So, pag nakikita ninyo ang illustration dyan sa right, merong tiga-4 na 1/4. Okay. So, ang 3 parts of the 4 dyan ay kay Teresa. So, ipagpalagay natin na meron tayong 1 metro ng tela. Ngayon, hahatiin natin ito sa 4 na hati. Pag nahati na natin sa 4 na hati ito, ay titingnan natin kung gaano kalaki ang 3 parte. At yung 1 parte ay iiwan na natin. So, yan ang cloth or ang tela na meron si Teresa. Then, she was planning to make a design by soaking 2/3 meter out of the cloth that she has in dye. Thus, we shall divide the cloth that she has in 3 parts and 2 of it will be soaked in a dye. So, nakuha na natin ang tela ni Teresa. Ngayon, yung tela na kabuuan na yon ay hahatiin na naman natin into 3 parts. Okay? At 2 sa 3 parte na yon ang gagamitin ni Teresa. So, kung nakita ninyo ang illustration dyan, may 3 1/3 dyan. At 2 sa 1/3 na yan ay gagamitin ni Teresa. Yan ang tela na gagamitin ni Teresa para ma-soak niya ito sa dye. So sa ating nalaman kanina, we can tell that 2/3 of the 3/4 meter of a rectangular cloth will be soaked in the dye. So 2/3 sa 3/4 na tela na meron si Teresa ang gagamitin niya para ma-soak ito sa dye. Magtitina siya. Mathematically, so ito yung pagkasulat dapat. 2/3 times 3/4. Yun, para makuha natin ang sagot. Pero ano ba talaga ang 2/3 of 3/4? Now, we will be going to use the block model approach to answer it. To use the block model in multiplying fraction, follow the steps below using the same fractions. 2/3 times 3/4 equals n. This is now step number 1. Draw a rectangle. So nakikita natin sa illustration dyan ngayon, meron tayong rectangle. For step number 2, divide the rectangle vertically into columns by looking at the denominator of the first given fraction. Then shade the number of columns based on the numerator. Ito, ang unang binigay na fraction ay 2/3. Ngayon, titingnan natin ang denominator ng 2/3. At ang denominator ay 3. Kung ano ang denominator na binigay, yun natin hahatiin yung rectangle. Dahil 3 ang denominator, therefore, ang rectangle ay hahatiin natin sa 3. Ngayon, titingnan natin ang numerator. Ang sabi ng numerator ay 2. Ang ibig sabihin yan ay yan yung bilang na kailangan nating i-shade sa rectangle. Ang sabi niya, 2. Kaya't 2 parte ng rectangle ang kailangan nating i-shade. Number 3. Using the figure made in step 2, so ginamit na natin yung figure na ginamit natin sa step 2 kanina. Divide the rectangle horizontally into rows by looking at the denominator of the second fraction, then shade the number of rows based on the number with a different shade. Ngayon, ang pangalawang fraction na binigay ay 3/4. Tingnan natin ang denominator ngayon. Ang sabi niya ay 4. Ngayon, every part ng rectangle ay magdodraw tayo ng horizontal line. Kaya't every part ay meron ng 4 na bahagi. Ang part number 1 ay merong 4, ang pangalawang part ay merong 4, ang pangatlong part ay meron ng 4. Kung bibilangin natin ang parts ngayon, meron ng 12 parts. Ngayon, tingnan natin si numerator na 3. I-shade natin ang 3 sa different shade. Kung titingnan natin, meron na tayong 2 kulay. Yung medyo dark na kulay, yan yung ginawa natin kanina. At yung medyo lighter na kulay, yun ang gaginawa natin ngayon. Now, step 4. In writing your answers, count the number of all small boxes in the figure. It will serve as the resulting denominator. Ngayon, tingnan natin ngayon, ilan ng small boxes meron ang ating ginuhit kanina na triangle. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, meron na tayong 12 boxes. At ang bilang ng mga boxes na yan, ay yan yung magiging sagot, particularly siya ang magiging denominator. Ngayon, bigyan naman natin ng bilang yung mga shaded parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 6 sa 12 na part ng triangle ang may shade at siya ang magiging numerator. Kaya't ang sagot ay 6/12. At ang panghuling step at importante, reduce your answer as possible. So our answer is 6/12. Pero itong dalawang to ay pwede silang ma-divide ni 6. So i-reduce natin. 6 divided by 6 equals 1. And 12 divided by 6 equals 2. Kaya't ang 6/12 in reducing it, magiging 1/2. Therefore, the answer is 1/2 meter will be soaked in a dye. Ngayon, how about pag hindi natin gagamitin si block model? We can still solve the problem sa dalawang paraan. Una, multiplying then simplify. So, i-multiply muna natin bago natin i-simplify. These are the steps. A. Write the given numbers in a mathematical form. B. Multiply the numerators. C. Multiply the denominator. Simple lang. D. Reduce to its simplest form. So, ito na. 2/3 times 3/4 equals, we will multiply now both numerators. 2 times 3 equals 6. And we will multiply also both denominators. 3 times 4 equals 12. So basically, the answer is 6/12. Pwede pa siyang masimplify. Paano ba natin malaman if masimplify pa siya? If ang dalawang answer, ang dalawang number, both the numerator and denominator, can still be divided with the same number. Sa kaso ni 6 at ni 12, pwede silang ma-divide ni 6. Kaya, 6 divided by 6 equals 1, and 12 divided by 6 equals 2. So the answer is 1/2. That is way number 1. Pangalawa, paano kung uunahin natin ang pag-simplify bago si pag-multiply? A. Write the given numbers in mathematical form. B. Reduce each fraction in simplest form or apply cross-cancellation method if possible. C. Multiply the numerators. And D. Multiply the denominators. So, ito na. Letter A. 2/3 times 3/4. So, gi-write na nato into mathematical form. Now, we will be going to reduce the fraction first. 2/3 times 3/4. Pag mag-reduce tayo, magiging 1/1 times 1/2. Paano natin ito gi-cross-cancel? 2 at saka si 4. Anong number ang pwede makadivide kay 2 at saka 4? So, si 2. So, magiging 1 and 2. At saka si 3 at si 3, obviously, mag-divide sila ni 3. So, 1:1. So, 1 times 1 equals 1. Then, 1 times 2 equals 2. Kahit ano sa dalawa ang gagamitin mo ay pwede kasi pareho lang ang sagot. Now, you have to perform the task below. Locate your answers on the hint box in order to unravel the mystery word needed to complete the statement found inside the treasure chest. Write your answers on your notebook. So, meron tayong treasure chest na ipapakita. At meron ding mga kailangan kayong sagutan. Hanapin nyo ang every letter. Example, ang answer is 9, 10. So, gagamitin mo si A at isusulat mo sa treasure box hanggang makita natin kung ano ang word na hinahanap niya. So, ito na si treasure box. We can multiply or simplify fraction with or without A. So, meron tayong hahanapin na word or words. So, para mahanap natin, kailangan nating sagutan ang mga tanong at hanapin ninyo ang sagot doon sa ating alphabet kanina. So, number 1. What is the resulting fraction represented in the figure? So, nakikita natin ang figure na yan. Ano ba ang fraction? Number 2, what is 12 over 50 times 10 over 30? So, multiply both the numerators and multiply both the denominators. Kung ano ang sagot, kailangan yung isimplify kung pwede masimplify. Number 3, find the product of 7 over 9 and 10 over 14. The same pa rin kung paano sagutin. Number 4, as Nia said that she divided her paper by 1/3 of 3/4. Now, what is 1/3 of 3/4? Same pa rin ang process. Multiply both the numerators, multiply both the denominators, then simplify your answer. Number 5. During the quarantine period, Merlin has been helping her mother in the kitchen in cooking their meals. While cooking, she found out that there are 1 over 15 kilograms of salt found in the container. Her mother used 1/4 of it when she was preparing dinner. How much salt did her mother use? So, pareho pa rin ang pag-process. I-multiply ang parehong numerator, i-multiply ang parehong denominator, kung ano ang magiging sagot, i-simplify nyo kung meron pang number na pwede makapag-divide sa kanilang dalawa. Ready? Answer. Now, para malaman namin kung may natutunan kayo sa ating leksyon, you have to answer the question, how do you multiply simple fractions using block model approach? How about using mathematical method? Sagutan niyo yan para alam namin na may natutunan kayo. Now, what you can do, you have to complete the puzzle on the left or after by multiplying the fractions vertically or horizontally and answer the challenge problem on the right. So, meron ako ipapakita mamaya. Write your answers on your notebook. So, ito na yung puzzle na kailangan yung isolve. Merong number 1, 2, 3, 4. At ang panglima, last Ramadan season, Armida was left with 10/12 boxes of broa. While watching learning videos on the internet, she decided to eat 1/3 of it. What part of the whole box of broa or bro, I don't know how to pronounce it, did she eat? Now, I will be testing your skills. You have to answer the following numbers. Simplify your answer in its simplest form as possible. Write your answers on your notebook. Number 1. Which of the following model best represents 2/3 times 2/4 equals n? Number 2. Which of the following model best represents 1/2 times 1/5 equals n? Number 3. Which of the following model best represents 2/3 times 2/3 equals n? Number 4. What is 312 times 910? A. 110, B. 27/123, C. 9/40, or D. 12/22. Number 5. What is 2/5 of 910? A. 7/50, B. 11/50, C. 9/25, D. 11/15. Number 6. Find the product of 3/4 rather, and 5/8. Again, find the product of 3/4 and 5/8. A. 3/12, B. 15/32, C. 8/12, or D. 5/6. Number 7. Find the product of 6/10 and 20/30. A. 14/300, B. 2/5, C. 120/200, or D. 26/40. For number 8, find the product of 10/30 and 25/50. A. 1/10, B. 1/6, C. 1/2, D. 1/3. Number 9, Abdullah had 6/12 eggs in the tray. He cooked 1/2 of it for breakfast. How many eggs did he cook for breakfast? Number 10, Somaya had 3/4 kilogram of flour. She used 2/3 of it to make mini fish ball. How much kilogram of flour did she use to make mini fish ball? Simplify your answer. I will give you time to answer now. Go back to your module and try to answer everything. For additional activities, for numbers 1 to 3, multiply the fractions, then look for your answer inside the hand sanitizer. For numbers 4 to 5, answer it directly. Write your answers on your notebook. This is number 1. 1/2 times 510 equals n. Number 2, 312 times 22/24 equals n. Number 3, 4/8 times 4/16 equals n. Find your answers in the sanitizer. For number 4, Nasiba has 1/2 meter of yarn. She used 3/4 of it to design her artwork. How much yarn did she use to design her artwork? Number 5, Jamelon bought 1/2 ml of oil. He used 1/3 of it to cook scrambled eggs. How many milliliter of oil did she use to cook the scrambled eggs? Thank you so much. At dito po nagtatapos ang ating tutorial for Lesson 1. Abangan natin ang susunod na video na iproproduce ko, ang Lesson 2 ng ating Mathematics. Muli, please subscribe my YouTube channel, Allen Madino, para mas makakakita ka pa ng marami pang tutorial sa ating leksyon. Thank you. God bless you.